Hi, it's Diane. I have a journal to show you, a junk journal that I've made. I made this cover quite a while ago, and then I got sidetracked with other projects. Finally got back to it and completed it. It's made with a book cover. It wasn't an old book. It was rather new. Got it from the library when they have their sales, and I just liked the color. And I Mod Podged a piece of the paper, the tissue paper that I got in a pack from the Erie-Lackawanna Railroad Company. I have paint in my fingernails that just won't come out. I've been painting and spraying lately, so I apologize for that. But anyway, this is a printout, a free printable that I found on Pinterest, and put a Tim Holtz frame here with a Tim Holtz ticket in there. And this is Tyvek. I cut it to shape and used 3 different colors of distress inks on it, and then a piece of trim that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I made this dangle. And I have a Tim Holtz, oh, there's a doily here too, a Tim Holtz hitch fastener and a hair tie. There's 3 signatures in it. And I like this paper from Hobby Lobby as the end papers. I thought it went really well with it. And it still looks rather subtle. And then I stamped this onto a shape cut from a coffee dyed paper. And this is one of the little pieces of ephemera that I make with a stamp. Alright, 3 signatures, and the first signature begins with this really beautiful piece of eyelet trim. And it had these wide openings, so I threaded this sheer ribbon that I've had for quite a while in it. This trim came to me in a swap from Susan Broussard, and she also gave me this little flower that already had, she did it up just like this and had it pinned to one of the little packages that she sent me in a rack. The paper that I used is Hobby Lobby paper, but the digital collection is, darn, maybe I'll remember it as I go. This is a printable that I found on Pinterest, and I stitched it. Most of the ephemera cards in here are stitched onto coffee dyed paper or something similar. This was printed on, no, this is stitched to coffee dyed vanilla cardstock. Vanilla is the off-white color that Stampin' Up! Uses. I wasn't mispronouncing manila. It's vanilla cardstock from Stampin' Up! Anyway, alright, this is a, what do you call these? A cutout. It's a, anyway, it came pre-cut like this. Someone sent this to me in a lovely rack, and this was sent to me from the same rack that I got the lace in from. Well, it came in a flowish journal that Susan sent me. Alright, I'll try to speed it up. This is coffee dyed paper with some stamps on it. This is a piece of German book text that I had a scrap of, and I made it into a banner. A shipping tag and a piece of coffee dyed tracing paper that I folded in half to make it stronger, stitched on here as a pocket, and then there's a little doily glued on there that someone had sent me, and some pieces. These are Tsunami Rose ephemera pieces. Oh, there's a pocket here, and I stitched the tag on as a pocket also. This is a Ephemera's Vintage Garden free printable. This is some more of the German book text. I stamped on that. Each of the signatures has one of these pockets. I took, the pocket goes the full length of the page before it was folded. And it's a piece of scrapbook paper, and then stitched to the top of it is a border of another scrapbook paper, which is folded in half to make it stronger. And it's zigzagged all around. And then I stitched some pieces of ephemera on and put this little sticker, moth sticker that Dawn Calvin sent me with her Flowish swap from Trashy Junk Journals. This is something I printed from the internet. This is a piece of coffee dyed paper stitched on the edge with some little scraps of trim. Coffee dyed tissue paper, doubled to give it strength, and it's zigzag stitched. I stitched on this little pocket from Prima and inserted these little long tags that I cut with my Cricut. And then this is from Ephemera's, or Tsunami Rose. I'm pretty sure this is Ephemera's Vintage Garden, but I still can't remember the name of it. This one is Tsunami Rose, I think. Sheets of, yes, there were several sheets of tags that you could purchase the kit for and then print and cut. This is a little pocket that I made with some used computation paper. I bought a notebook at a vintage thrift shop, and I cut it out, it's doubled and stitched together, and I used Inca Gold paint around the edges, rubbed it on with my finger, and then this is cut from a scrap of scrapbook paper, and this is a little piece of seam binding. Tissue paper, or tracing paper, I mean. This is a scrap of heavy scrapbook paper. I stitched it on there, and then this is from Tsunami Rose. I love this one. So the ephemera pieces that I say are Tsunami Rose, most of them, I think, if not all of them, are from her ephemera digital kits that you can purchase. She has several. And I got them when they were on sale for $2.50. Good deal. This is a sticker that, or a die cut. That's the word I was trying to think of with the flowers. Die cut somebody sent me. And this is a tag that Dawn Calvin included in my flow book. I used several pieces out of the flow books I've received from people in this journal. Here's the other side of that pocket that I showed, and this side has an extra little piece stitched on, and tracing paper pleated and stitched on. This is a vintage postcard from Elmira, New York, which is pretty close to where I live. I go there to go shopping, where I go through Elmira to get to my craft stores. Or past Elmira, I should say, on the highway. Stenciling there with distress ink. There's stamps quite a lot through here. These are some Tim Holtz cards, and I glued these on the back. I didn't want to cover up all of the pretty backs, but I did want to be able to use them for journaling. Second signature has a piece of this burlap, lace-covered burlap trim that Susan sent me, and she also sent me this light bulb pin with these dangles on it. And I added this trim to the top, and this is a stamped and cut out piece. This is a printable, and this is another tag that Dawn Calvin made. This is a pocket I made with, I believe it's Patricia Viramonte's videos on how to make pockets out of book pages, and she has a lot of different things she does with book pages. So this is a page from Wuthering Heights, and there's the pocket. This is a rub-on here, and Tim Holtz, little, like a door plate kind of thing. This is from Ephemera's Vintage Garden printable, free printable. And so is this. And this is a tag that I made. I stamped on it. Whoops. This is a vellum sticker that I just received in one of my flow books. I got 3 so close together that I don't remember everything that came from which. This is a little file folder made out of printed cardstock. I stitched it together and made a pocket out of it, and stitched on these little pieces. This is a tag I made with my Cricut. And so is this one, but I left it plain. And this is a 7 Gypsies tag. This is an embossed piece of coffee dyed paper that Susan Broussard had sent me quite some time ago. And I rubbed some Victorian velvet, I think, distress ink over it to make the words stand out. This is a coffee filter that she just sent me. No, this was from Jill Robertson. I'm sorry, Jill. This was from Jill. This is from a coffee filter envelope that Susan sent. I put some cardstock behind it and put a couple of printables inside. And here's the next full-length pocket that I made with the thing at the top and a little tab that I had and stamped on. Just some tags. Just some tags stuck in there. And this is a long tag that I made with my Cricut and put some Inca Gold on it. It can be journaled on the back. A scrap piece of paper here and a little piece of trim. Tracing paper pocket again, and this is a little tiny pocket I made with German text paper and put a couple of printable, a printable here from Yvonne White or Preston, and this little tag. I have a set of stamps that stamps this tag, and then I cut it out, and some printables that I think I found on Pinterest, some free printables. And then this is just a piece of scrapbook paper and a ruffled tracing paper and some ribbon. Some more little tags from Yvonne Preston. Try to hurry before I run out of time. I try to keep these under 15 minutes and I'm running out. Another pocket there. This is a little booklet that Dawn Calvin sent me with my flow book. Or stamping. This is a stamp that I have. It's a full doily. I just stamped it off the page. I decorated this whole page up and there is room for journaling. Third signature has another piece of eyelet trim that someone sent me. Oh, I was going to put something hanging on that pin. I haven't done that yet. This is a tag that I made quite a while ago and I've had it. Now I'm using it. This is Ephemera's Vintage Garden freebie. This is one of the digital papers tore when I coffee dyed it, and so I put a piece of it up here, and the bottom of it I cut. So I used that as a printable. I didn't want to waste the pretty paper and the ink that I used. And here's the other full-length pocket. This is a little booklet that I made for one of my Smash books, and I used the Smash book and never used this booklet, so it moved over here. I'll use it for journaling. It's another little pocket made out of a book page. A piece of eyelet and a little scrap and some tracing paper pleated behind it. I think that idea of the pleated tissue paper, original or tracing paper, more stenciling here, came from Nick the Booksmith. I've seen other ladies using it too, but I think I saw it with her first. And this is from the Masterpiece game. This is a free printable. More tissue paper there. Tracing paper. And I made a library pocket out of a book page here with some lace and a little doily. And I cut this out of scrapbook paper. Put a couple of library cards in there, and there it is. I hope you like this book, and I'll be back soon with another video. Thanks for watching.